Once again, the Chinese automotive industry has hit a new record for electric car sales. We've seen new records now for, I believe, about 6 straight months in a row in terms of percentages, but now we're seeing new records for total number of cars sold in the month. There's some Chinese manufacturers doing really well that you might have never heard of because, honestly, I'm a little bit shocked looking at some of these numbers. I'm like, who are they? Oh, Huawei. Okay. So let's have a look at the car sales in China in the month of October, see who the winners and losers were. Well, actually, let's just focus on the winners. BYD, of course, was one of them, but there's some other manufacturers that are doing incredibly well too. Hello, my friends. Welcome to the channel. I'm Sam Evans. Great to have you with us. If you want to see some new Chinese electric cars, come to the Sydney EV show this weekend, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. I'll put a link in the description and a promotion code so you can get free tickets. By the way, I'll also be speaking at some sessions there on each of those days, and come along, have a listen. Got some interesting information here, lots of data I've compiled that I have not shared on the channel, and it's stuff that I think you'll find is pretty damn amazing. So, who are the winners and losers? Well, first of all, who are the winners, let's say? First of all, car makers sold 1.3 million plug-in hybrids and EVs. Most of those were fully electric. So some plug-in hybrids, but most fully electric. And CNET Post says this, based on last month's structure, the total is actually expected to hit 1.4 million, which is insane. This is the 4th month in a row that more than 1 million EVs and plug-in hybrids have been sold in China. So we're seeing new records getting broken, and as you can see, 1.4 million is a pretty big increase on what we were seeing in China earlier this year. And that means around 50% of all cars sold in China, around 50% were electric. And it's also growth of 58% year over year, 58% versus the same month last year. If you really think EV sales worldwide are slowing down, if you really think that, I know there's a lot of people who do, I've seen that stuff posted on YouTube all over the place, then you're just misled. And it's sort of embarrassing hearing these journalists quote this stuff. Journalists, of course, mainstream media journalists in particular, are quoting this stuff regularly, saying, "We told you EV sales are slowing down. Look." And it's obviously factually incorrect. We can see these numbers. Just these numbers from China prove otherwise completely, because 1 in 3 cars sold worldwide is sold in China, and obviously EV sales have grown by 58% in China versus last year, which is just enormous growth. In September, manufacturers with sales of more than 10,000 EVs contributed 93% of all sales. So what that means is that, yes, there is more than 90 Chinese EV manufacturers, but most of them are they're really struggling. They're selling less than 10,000 vehicles a month. Some of them are doing really, really well. So who are the companies doing really, really well? First of all, of course, we've already mentioned BYD, and there is also Tesla. Tesla sales did go down. Tesla had a few fantastic months, but Tesla sales have gone down to 68,000 for the month, which was a decline of 22.7%. Still pretty good numbers. I mean, Tesla this year is doing incredibly well. There's still similar numbers versus the same period last year for Tesla, which is pretty amazing considering the Model Y now, of course, everyone knows a new version is just around the corner. It's been filmed in China. It's been filmed in the United States, which will be a big improvement versus the existing Model Y. So good numbers for Tesla. Next, we've got Li Auto. Li Auto delivered 51,443 vehicles, which was down a little bit from September when they delivered 53,700. Majority, though, of Li Auto's car sales, about 90%, were plug-in hybrids versus EVs. So, that's good for Li Auto, good numbers, but in terms of the future, I don't think people within a few years' time will be buying many plug-in hybrids because EV ranges keep on improving, and there's more and more fast chargers in China, and more people are saying, based on the improvements in EVs we're seeing, and we're got to continue to see, I think more people will stop buying plug-in hybrids and buy electric cars, fully electric. Second, we have HEMA, which is Huawei, their car division. They sold 41,643. Amazing numbers for Huawei. I mean, outside of China, we don't even talk about them at all. Next, we have Aeon. Aeon are selling their cars as worldwide vehicles, and they are coming to Australia next year. Sorry, not the US, but they're coming to the UK and Europe as well. Leapmotor was next, 38,000. Leapmotor and Zeekr are the 2 fastest growing electric car brands in the world this year. Now, I know BYD sales have gone crazy, but in terms of percentage differences, Leapmotor and Zeekr are growing the fastest. Now, in terms of total numbers, of course, BYD is growing the quickest. Deepal delivered 27,800. Zeekr was next with 25,000. Xpeng next, they also set a record. Zeekr set a record, so did Xpeng, 24,000. Xiaomi, Xiaomi, for some reason, don't report their numbers properly. They're the only one that don't. They give an estimation, which is quite annoying. Xiaomi should change that. 20,000 plus, said Xiaomi. Now, Xiaomi delivered 13,560 the month before, so that's pretty good growth for Xiaomi. NIO next with 16,700. Now, actually, guys, before I go on for the remainder here, we have about 7 more brands. Xiaomi's SU7, the performance version, amazing vehicle. I've done lots of reading into it, looked at all the the times they've done around the Nürburgring. Now, I've got to clarify something. This false information is being shared all over the internet that Xiaomi claimed they broke the Nürburgring record. They did not say that. Xiaomi never said anything about records. In fact, Xiaomi have claimed no records whatsoever, 0. So any media you see reporting on this are lying. It's not true. Xiaomi revealed the time that their car did, but it doesn't qualify for any records because it's a one-off boutique, bespoke vehicle with a carbon fiber chassis, a carbon fiber vehicle. It's 400 kilograms, in fact, more than that, 480 kilograms lighter than the actual production version. That's more than 1,000 pounds lighter. It's a completely different car. People are saying it's not. It is a completely different car to the SU7 Performance. Now, the SU7 Performance is an amazing car. I think for $110,000, it's mind-blowing, but it's a completely different vehicle to the vehicle that they used at the Nürburgring racetrack. So I just want to clear that up. Next, NIO, 16,660. Pretty disappointing sales numbers for NIO, down 18%. NIO have the new brand, the new, it's meant to be their value brand, hasn't really helped their sales. So I think attacking Tesla is probably not really resonated with the general public in China. That's been NIO's marketing strategy, attack Tesla. And I think, customers, it's just not resonating with them. So the Onvo brand, they're good cars, but maybe try a different marketing tactic. That's my suggestion. ArcFox was next with 11,122. Denza, that's BYD's premium brand, 10,800. Voya, 10,157. Avatar, 10,000. IM Motors, 10,000. Dongfeng, Nami. So Nami is, I guess, Dongfeng's EV only brand. Onvo is NIO's EV brand. So if you add Onvo with NIO sales, you get a total of about 20,000 or 21,000. And then Jiayu, which is 3,107. As you can see, really, there's only really probably 20 automakers in China selling large numbers of, or not even large, but mid to large numbers of electric cars and plug-in hybrids. As you can see, the other 60 of them are really kind of irrelevant, and there's going to be a lot more bankruptcies coming for a lot of those brands over the following probably 6 to 12 months. We've seen a few bankruptcies already over these first 6 months. So really what is happening now is these automakers are driving each other to just make phenomenal cars. The technology, the luxury in these cars is just mind-blowing. It's improving so much. And I'll be heading to China on Sunday this week to check out, well, as long as my visa gets approved, to check out some of these new vehicles coming out, which I'll be reporting on live on the channel. So I'll have some live videos coming up on the channel to show you guys what exactly is happening over there. Thanks for watching. Let me know what you think in the comments. Bye-bye.